everybody, and welcome back to Fujit's Blitz, and this is just a very quick replay. On Tuesday just gone, I did my first ever live EU counting stream, and this is a featured replay. We rolled out in a tier 10, I rolled out in a mouse, and I think we had 6 players from my EU counting live stream in this one game, and they were the Silent One Reborn of FTCA, Bartman0301 of FTCA, Mahu Umakawata of FTC1, Bellatrix Potens of BPS, Foxinus Potens of BPS, and Clark142 of FTC1. Now, on my team, alas, there was only myself and the Silent One Reborn. And on paper, this was a game we were never going to win, to be perfectly honest with you. For example, I know Foxinus Potens and Bellatrix Potens are 2 absolutely spectacular players. And in real terms, the win rate of the enemy team was a lot higher and a lot better than our win rate on paper. So you would think, this is one of those games where the MM has screwed you over. And as I've said many times, although nobody ever believes me, it doesn't matter if the team that you're against are better players than you sometimes, because you can still win. And this game is a testament to that. Now, I'm not saying that the other players on my team were pretty pants. They weren't. You know, everybody did their bit, and we got the tactics right, which is why this was a fantastic game. As I said, I'm rolling out in the mouse. Over there, who I'm trying to aim at is Foxinus Potens, who is a spectacular player. You've no doubt seen some of his replays on my channel before, so I know he's actually going to be pretty difficult to counter. But not to worry, I'm going to push up. I've got the armor. I've got the ability to push up and take a bit of heat from these guys over here, because they're all chewed up. And Phoxy, oh, goodbye Phoxy. And that is the first time you'll ever see on video me destroying Phoxy. Now, the irony was, in the game before this was a tier 9 game on the counted, and I was in an STB1, and Phoxy snuck up behind me in a waffle tractor and annihilated me. So this was sort of sweet revenge. However, they've lost 2 tanks, we've lost 1 tank. They're backed up over here a little bit, but not to worry. I can get the mouse round, I can do a bit of bouncing, and I can give this IS-7, along with the other opposition tanks around this corner, a bit of a hard time, allowing my team to move around. Oh, I get penned by the IS-7, but it was a fair trade. I smacked him, he smacked me. The E100 is making a bad move there, unfortunately. He's been tracked, allows me to focus on his lower plate and stick a big 460 odd roll into the front of him. I love this game. I mean, this was a great game. Everybody pulled together. Like I said, the opposition weren't shady at all. I mean, they were quite good. You will see that at the end. Their win rates are pretty good. And as I say, on paper, you would have thought that this game was in the bag for the opposition. That's not always the case. And this was a live stream, so, you know, I plan to do these EU counting live streams every Tuesday evening at around the same time, which is between 7 and 8 p.m. UK time, 8 and 9 p.m. Central European time. So if you want to join us, by all means do so, the more the merrier. And, you know, we had some great fun. This was the first EU counting I did. Thankfully, I never once shot Bella. That was nice of me. Maho gets a fire on me, but I return the favor, set him on fire, and waste him. I've now taken 3 tanks, not setting the world on fire in the mouse, and 2,700 odd damage, bounce 900, and we win, which on paper was against the odds. So it all depends, guys, how your team plays and if you get the tactics right. As you can see there, I get a 2nd class for my troubles. The Silent One Reborn, I think, also gets a 2nd class, but he dishes out more damage than me. But the fact of the matter is, we had a good time. As you can see there, you know, I mean, we paid to them in the end, and it was a nice game. We all had a lot of fun. So by all means, guys, if you're around on Tuesday nights, come and join us. And I'm now going to show you through the clips. I mean, so Silent One is on 53.4. win rate. I'm on a 52% win rate, and the rest of my team is basically around 50 and 40 odd percent win rates, apart from one player who's in the E50M who's on a 60% win rate. And you know, so we're not a shabby team. Okay, it's a random battle. We don't know anybody. I know Silence, and that's about it. But we don't really know anybody, so we don't know their abilities. We don't know if they're any good, etc., etc. And it was a cobbled together encounter battle in random mode. On the other side, however, I do know there are two 60% win rate players, a scattering of high 57 to 59% win rate players, and a few others. So, as I said, on paper it would look, for all intents and purposes, that we should have lost that game. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you pull together the team, even you guys, you know, when the odds are against you, you can still win. No one's going to say that if you're facing a 60% or 70% win rate player, you're going to lose. It doesn't work that way. It depends on how you play the game. And we happen to play that game pretty well. And this is why we ended up being successful. The team played well. The other team played well. It was good fun. So by all means, if you're around on a Tuesday night and you want to join in and have a bit of banter at the same time and go live on YouTube, then come join me on my Discord channel, where the write-up is below, and come and have some fun on the EU counting. We'll do all tiers, not just tier 10. We did every tier, and we even did tier 1. So it was just a bit of fun. And like I said, I plan to do them every Tuesday evening. And with that, I've been Fujit. That has been one of the featured replays from my very first EU counting live stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it, and I'm sure the other players enjoyed it. By all means, comment, like below. If you haven't yet, please press subscribe. Nice thing to do. And then if you've got any decent replays, send them to me, fujitsblitz@gmail.com, or join my Discord server. The link is in the write-up below, and it's much easier to actually post your replays there. And until the next time, guys, I will say, stay safe out there, have fun on the battlefield, and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about, having fun and being happy.